Hi, my name is Peter Parker.
And I'm MJ. Wait, what's your name?
I'm just your friendly neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, this is the brand new day episode of the Perfectly Polar podcast. Yay! I'm so excited for today's episode. We have a lot to go over.
Oh my god. Not only so much, but like so much crazy shit. I don't know how this happened. Literally just two episodes ago, we were talking about how like the internet was kind of at a standstill, and like
since then everyone has just risen. They're like,
holy shit. I don't know what's going on with people right now, but it's crazy. It's crazy, but I'm excited. So
yeah, we're gonna start off light with some new music. Olivia Rodrigo, we talked about a little bit in our last episode. It has been confirmed her album cover is pink, which I'm so excited. A lot of people thought it was gonna be red. I thought it was gonna be red. I don't know, I would have loved a grungy, like,
I think he even said, you're like, if it's gonna be red, I think it's gonna be more rock, but if it's pink, I think it's gonna be more like pop.
Yes. Which she might dabble into both, but she did confirm like the album is going to be about love, but not in like a lovey-dovey way, more like the weird obsessions you have while you're in love. And like I fuck with that heavy,
like the nitty-gritty of love, like not just like the honeymoon stuff, which is pretty iconic, and I'm into that.
I fucks with that.
I fucks with that heavy.
And then her bestie is releasing Wishbone Deluxe, Conan Gray, which we also talked about last episode, which I'm so fucking excited for that song to be on there. Oh my fucking god,
dude, I know. Oh my god, was it the best? Is that what it was called? Yeah. Oh my fucking god, I literally when we released our episode last week, I realized that I forgot to talk about that because he played at the concert, and I was enthralled by that song. I was like, this song is so beautiful. It's been all over my TikTok since the concert, and I'm like, it's stuck in my head. I'm like, fuck, it's so fucking good. So I'm so excited.
I know. I'm so glad that our show was towards the end of the tour where he's releasing, because like imagine being in the beginning of his his tour, and hearing that. Actually, I don't know when he started performing it, but I know it was like February, at least early February, when he started playing it, because I saw videos from then.
It's so fucking good.
I couldn't wait that long. But I'm so excited for the deluxe, because if there's gonna be more songs like The Best,
oh fuck, I
wish you the best.
I'm so excited. That song is so fucking good. And relatable, like shit, period. Love it. Speaking of musicians, there was okay, this is also funny because I also think I mentioned this in our last episode. I briefly talked about how,
god damn,
how do you do that?
I don't know.
Look at mine.
Guys, sorry. There's like a thing we talk about on the podcast so much, is that like we get Dutch together at the same time,
and like on our way here to film, like we get it and then we come straight to the studio and we set up our shit, run through a couple of things, and then we film.
Look at our drink dip.
Dude,
every
the
single
last
time.
2 episodes she hasn't even had a drink because she finished it before we started filming.
Well, okay, the last 2 times we filmed, it was my only drink, and we ate.
True.
Right
so
we filmed.
If anything, we were kind of it was like a while before we actually filmed. So
I'm a drinker, and I thought like getting I'm an alcoholic. I thought getting a freeze would make me like drink slower than getting a Red Bull. I'm scared if I would have gotten a Red Bull, because it
would be gone.
That is diabolical. Anyways, sorry. I just noticed how low my drink was, and I was like, is there a ghost in here? I don't even remember drinking all of that.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay.
Right. So I briefly talked about how I feel like it didn't age very well. I talked about how I liked that Chappel Roan was one of the artists of our time who's kind of like changing the narrative that like people can push artists around when it comes to paparazzi and taking photos of them. Like obviously like when she's at an event and paparazzi are being rude and disrespectful, because again, they are human. I understand that paparazzi are just trying to do their job and get good pictures so they can sell them to tabloids and fucking whatever, but like they're still human. So if they're being rude and disrespectful and telling her to shut up or whatever it was that paparazzi said that one time, and she told them to shut the fuck up, like I was down for that.
Right.
I was like, yes, period, because I stand. Like, I stand for what you're going for.
I stand.
However, there was an instance that is now making its rounds on the internet. I guess Chappell Roan was in Paris, and paparazzi were there taking pictures of her. From what I can understand, she kindly asked paparazzi to leave her alone, but they didn't. So then she started, so she took out her phone and she started recording them, like exposing them for being rude and disrespectful. And she was like, this is what it feels like, yada, yada, yada. And so this sparks a very, very, very interesting topic on the internet, which a lot of people talk about because, you know, to be an influencer or to be an artist, an actress, whatever, to be a known person, do you allow people, like if you talk back to someone who's trying to get a picture, or if you're going to be rude or disrespectful to fans who are trying to get a picture, like people are like, oh, like you signed up for this life. You wanted to make music. You wanted to be famous. You wanted lots of people to hear your music. You should be okay with people wanting to take pictures of you or with you when they see you out in public. Like, that's kind of just comes with the fame. You know what I mean? So it's a very interesting.
It's hard too, because it's like, I don't think people should be photographed their every single move. Like, they should be able to go to the grocery store without getting paparazzi photos of them fucking buying apples. Like, that's right. Crazy. But also, like, with the situation in specific, isn't it kind of ironic that she's kind of like giving them exactly what they want? Like a big story.
That's actually, I didn't even think about that. That's a really good point. Because now it's like a huge story.
Which probably made them a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Instead of her just like.
Which is why so many people who don't, so like there are so many famous people, they honestly do it the right way. If paparazzi are being annoying and harassing them, like you fucking ignore them, you just keep walking. You don't say a word, don't talk, you know, because then
wear repeating outfits.
Right. Because then there you go. Now you've got a story. This is so fucking random, but it kind of reminds me of that one episode from Hannah Montana where a paparazzi takes her photo just because she's Hannah Montana, but she wasn't allowed to like be out that night. And so now this paparazzi has proof that she's out at this party. So she asks him to delete the photo. He's like, no. She ends up jumping on his back. You know, it's all like funny, haha. Like she jumps on the paparazzi's back trying to get his camera, which then just turns into a bigger story of like Hannah Montana, like assaulting fucking photographer, like paparazzi guy. That's actually a really fucking good point. I didn't even think about that. Like, that's why you see so many videos of celebrities like walking in and out of their cars, walking in and out of their buildings, and they just don't say anything
to you.
Yeah, right.
I'm standing on business.
Right. Like they like just cover their face, keep walking, don't talk, like, because then when you do something like this, it gives them, you're right, it gives them exactly what they want.
Because we've seen this time and time again, like Justin Bieber when he talks back to paparazzi, like, guys, leave me the fuck alone, you're at my house. Is he right in saying that? Yes. But also, does this give them a bigger story than you just leaving your house?
Right.
Yes.
And like, I know it's fucked. And I can understand that, like, if you are a celebrity in that, like, all you want to do is kind of talk to them, almost like you think you can convince them to leave you alone. But I feel like with paparazzi, like, that will never work. Talking to them about leaving you alone because of how weird it is that they're at your house or whatever, like that will not, it's their job. They will stay there and they will take pictures if they have the chance.
And I bet you like the paparazzi's, like their organization or whatever is probably on their backs to get a good story, get a good shot, get something juicy.
That's what I'm saying. It's their job.
Like, so obviously if you're like, guys, just not today, like please, like I'm at home, like please. Now you're talking back to them, which gives them a bigger story, and their boss is gonna be like,
and now they're like, okay, I'm recording now, so I'm gonna sell this to TMZ. But anyways, it's a very interesting topic of conversation, like, because like I can understand, like it's very interesting. I can understand all sides. One, I can understand that paparazzi, while it's annoying what they do, and I feel like they do it in a very annoying way, but then again, that's kind of the only way you can do it. I also understand that, like, this is their job. They get paid for taking photos of celebrities and selling them, so they're gonna do their job the best that they can, regardless of how they do it, right? And then I also understand, like, oh, but, like, just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean that you should be disrespected and, like, not have privacy and be bombarded by strangers when you're just trying to, like, go to dinner and you get out of your car and there's just fucking people taking pictures of you everywhere and you just don't want pictures being taken of you. But at the same time, I'm like, it does come with it. Like, we know, like, you know that if you're famous, that's gonna happen.
But also imagine living your day-to-day life. Imagine we just blew up one day, like, superstar status. And then, like, everywhere we went, there's just photos. Like,
yeah. It would fucking suck.
I wouldn't even want to leave my house. I couldn't even imagine.
It would fucking suck. But I feel like at the same time in my brain, I'm like, well, that's what I'm signing up for, because I know it would happen if I were to become famous to that level. But then again, like, that's just me, though. Like, some people don't want that part of, like, stardom, and that's understandable. But, like, I don't know. It's just, it's weird. I saw so many TikToks after this happened of people being like, Chappel Roan, like, you have become, like, one of the biggest pop stars in the last, like, 2 years. It's not like you just blew up. I mean, technically she did, but, like, it's not like you just blew up for no reason. Like, you've been working for your music since you were, like, 17. You clearly, and this is not me saying this to Chappell, just so we're clear. This is just what people are saying on the internet. People are like, you've put your whole life to become famous. Because, like, anybody can make music and not have, like, a huge following, but still have some people listen to it. But you kept working towards music because you wanted to be something big. You wanted your music to make an impact. You wanted it to reach more people. So you should just know that this is what happens, and you should be grateful for the fact that you are even famous, that you're getting your music out there, that people are listening to it, that you're making so much money through your concerts and merch and songs and interviews and like whatever it is. Like, people are just being like, you should be grateful, kind of like pushing that narrative. Because I know a lot of people also say stuff like that about influencers. Like, people get so mad if, like, someone spots an influencer out in public and they ask for a picture and the influencer says no. People get so fucking pressed about it for that same reason. They're like, well, then why did you want to become famous? Like, unfortunately, we all know that being famous, while it seems very glamorous, you're rich, you have a following of, like, so many people, like, people love you and worship you and you're known and whatever it is, like, there are always also some downsides to that we're all aware of, that we all know happens. Mm-hmm. So just say okay and take the fucking picture with the kid and then move on, like, or something along those lines.
Yeah, because wasn't she also saying, like, don't approach me, like, or maybe not those words specifically, but she was like, I don't want, like, if you see me out in public, like, don't take pictures of me, don't ask me for a picture, like, I'm out, like.
I mean, I feel like some people do and probably would, but I don't think that will stop people, and I feel like famous people probably should, like, know that.
My favorite are when people post somber.
What? I haven't seen that.
No, there's, like, a whole, like, in his community, like, they'll take pictures of him, or, like someone threw a snowball at his face and he was
oh my god, wait, I did see that.
Yeah, but people do shit like that where they're like, they'll just, like, take a picture and he's just like.
My favorite is the secret Instagram account that Cole Sprouse has, where he posts pictures of people taking pictures of him in public.
That's kind of funny.
That's hilarious.
I love when, like, people, like, kind of almost outsmart like the paparazzi or like people taking pictures. Like, wasn't it like Paris Hilton that
she wore like the
reflective? Yes, like, oh my God, that was so iconic. Like,
so it's like, okay, yeah, then do that.
Have fun with it.
Like, exactly. Like, okay, like, listen, like, I understand. I personally, if I saw a celebrity out in public, I will ask kindly for a picture, but I will not be upset and go posting about it on the internet if they say no. I would be understanding, and I can understand the frustration with, like we were just talking about last week with Ariana getting pictures taken of her in her house. Like, I can understand that it sucks to be out in public and strangers are just taking photos of you, or paparazzi is following you around. I mean, like, we should have learned from the Star Trek movie. I mean, like, hello. Like, I can fully empathize with that, and I fully understand that. But, like, uh-oh.
What?
I lost my train of thought. What were you just saying? What did you just say?
I don't know. My mind kind of blanks after a few words.
I mean, okay.
I said something about I love how people outsmart the paparazzi.
Oh, right. Okay, that's right. Yes. So I can empathize with celebrities that if they're a kind of celebrity who like really hates being harassed and bombarded by paparazzi and getting pictures taken of you by strangers while you're out in public. If that is the case, then there are so many ways around it. I mean, are they ethical? Are they convenient? Maybe not. But if you're someone who, like, if you really can't handle it, like, there are ways to go around it.
Also, kind of random. Oops. I feel like if I saw someone who I liked in public who was famous, I don't think I would even ask them for a picture. I might just be like, hi, I love you, whatever. Unless it was Ariana Grande. She's my one exception. I would ask for a picture in a fucking heartbeat. I'd be like, Ariana, unless like I'm in her house, then I'm sat.
Right.
My phone is actually not even on me.
My phone is nowhere to be found. Honestly, same. Depending on who it is that I'm seeing out in public, I've run into so many famous people actually, like, in public. Like, I saw, like, at Coachella, I saw Tanner from Teen Beach Movie.
Period.
So that was a slave. Did I go up to him and ask for a picture? No, but in my head I was like, oh, okay, I know him. And also, have you ever seen that girl on TikTok who made that song, Ava? She's gotten a lot more popular the last couple of years. I think her name's Natalie. She's a singer. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys know who I'm talking about. I ran into her at Lollapalooza, and she's like huge on TikTok. So, but I wasn't like, oh my god, like we ran into each other, and I was like, oh my god, I know you from TikTok, like. Love your stuff. And she was like, oh, thank you. But I didn't ask for a picture. But if I like saw like Sabrina Carpenter or Ariana, like, I'm sorry, I'm going to ask for a picture. But if they say no, I fully understand. I'll be like, okay, you know what? I get it. I'm just going to take a mental photo. Just don't forget me. Okay. I'm going to be in your comments.
I have a photo with Spence Wall.
Oh my God, period.
Yeah. I didn't ask for the picture though. It was like me and the girl I was with. Not in that way. Sorry. Like this girl I met.
You were like physically just in her vicinity.
Yes. We met and we ended up going to like this VIP party. I don't fucking know. Like that year was crazy in my opinion. My Twitch, whatever the fuck. Anyways, I got into a VIP section not because of me. Like it, obviously, like I had connections into it, but there was a bunch of fucking people. Like, oh my god, so many famous people. But Spence Wall. The nicest fucking person ever. Oh my god,
I love that. Oh my god, I love that.
And then oh my god, I also met Big Boss Bose, which I don't know if you know who that is, but she was the sweetest human being I've ever met in my life, and I still watch her videos like every single day of my life. Love her content. And she was friends with this guy I met. He's like a bigger creator, creator I was talking about earlier. And we were walking around, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, I'm so sorry. Can I have a hug?
Yeah.
Which I also feel like that's weird. Can I hug you?
I feel like they would understand. See, and it just depends on the person. Like, I'm sure if we ran into Ariana, she'd be more than happy to take a photo because she loves her fans. If I ran into Chappel Roan, I don't think I'd even talk to her, to be honest.
No, like, I've seen so many videos being like, I'm at dinner right now and Chappel Roan is sitting right behind me, but I'm scared to even say anything.
Right.
And I feel like that's also a crazy narrative to put out, that your fans can't even like look in your direction without
because
fear.
It's like, because when you have someone like Chappel Roan, it's almost like, okay, like, do I ask for a picture? Because I really love her stuff. I'm a huge fan. Do I ask her for a picture? She's at dinner. I'm sure she doesn't want to be interrupted at dinner to take a photo. But at the same time, like, I'm never going to run into her again like this. But I also can't just take photos of her to show people that we were right next to each other. Because then that's also me being a stranger taking photos of her while she's trying to enjoy her dinner. It's just so, like...
Oh, my goodness. I don't know. My mind just keeps like flashbacking to things. Noah Beck was in the same movie theater as me.
Who?
Noah Beck.
Oh, fucking, oh my God. Okay,
I think I've seen him a few times.
But that, I was going to say, that's definitely because...
He grew up in...
Yes. Or, well, they know he grew up in there.
Yeah.
They knew... people know what high school he went to. We're not going to say what high school we went to. But, like, people know what high school... He went to, what, Ironwood? I'm pretty sure it was.
I think, yeah, and he played soccer.
Which I very much know where Ironwood is. I'm sure I've probably also run into Noah Beck. Noah Beck.
He goes... Well, maybe I shouldn't fucking say that. He goes and sees movies every Christmas Eve with his family.
Oh my God, really?
We also go see movies on Christmas Eve with
Well, don't say
family.
where, but, like, is it at the same theater? Mm-hmm. Well, period. So there you go. Like, so, but it's just, I don't know. So it's... I don't know. It's weird. I don't really know where I stand on that because not as a celebrity, but as a fan, I go through the motions in my head where I'm like, do I ask them for a picture? No. Like, even when we were at the freaking Halloween party and one of the literal creators of Phineas and Ferb was just walking around and I was like, holy fucking shit. Like, I want a picture with him so bad. This is Phineas and Ferb. My childhood, huge Disney show. Everyone knows Phineas and Ferb. I wanted a picture with him so bad, but I was like, I don't know if he's down for, like...
He was taking pictures with people though.
Well, and honestly, thank God for his girlfriend, the woman he was with, because I decided to at least go up to him and just tell him that I'm 24. Phineas and Ferb was my literal child. Like people don't understand this. Like, I love Disney so much. I grew up on Disney so hard. I was not Disney movies, Disney Channel, Disney originals. That was pretty much all I watched as a kid. And Phineas and Ferb was a very, very, very big and pivotal TV show in my childhood. So I just went up to him and I told him, I was like, thank you so much for your amazing TV show. It's literally my childhood. Seeing you here in real life at 24 is like such a weird, surreal feeling, especially because they just made a new season of Phineas and Ferb like last year, which was I was so excited for that shit and I watched it. And thank God for his wife or the woman he was with, because she asked me, she's like, do you guys want a picture? And I was like, yes, please. Thank you so much. I was so scared to ask. So, like, as a fan, like, I don't know, it's just kind of scary, like, because it's, like, and that's what, like, I understand, like, you're a celebrity, you obviously don't want to be bombarded when you're doing, like, not, like, normal, everyday things, but, like, as a fan, like, if I see you out in public, like, when will there ever be a chance that I will get to take a picture with you ever again? Probably not.
That's why, like, it's so hard, because, like, imagine you're having a bad day, right, and you're like, maybe not today, but then it's also, like, when will I ever see you again? Mm-hmm. Like, as a fan, like, imagine they're like, no, sorry, not today. Then when am I ever gonna see you again?
Right.
You want to schedule a date or what?
Right. So I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to annoy you when you're trying to grocery shop, but, like, I'm a huge fan of you. I would love to get a picture. I don't think I'll ever be able to get, like, a real, like, selfie with you ever again. Well, maybe I see you at a concert and take videos of you while you perform. Yeah, probably. Or I don't know.
It's so conflicting because it's like,
it's weird.
Part of me is like, I would love to just have, like, a conversation with them, but I have, like, the worst memory known to man. I couldn't even tell you what I talked to Bose about, or Spencois.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said his name like that. Spencois.
Yeah, period.
That's how his username is spelled anyways. I can't tell you. Or, like, I met Nessa Barrett at her show.
Slay.
And I couldn't tell you what we talked about because we did have a conversation.
Yeah.
Could not tell you what we talked about. I just remember my picture and we flipped off the camera, period, off.
Oh man, that's so slay.
And I also didn't post the picture because my eyes, when they are in the flash, because I have blue eyes, they turn red and I look like the devil. So sad.
So yeah, people are just kind of like feuding on the internet right now about whether or not influencers and celebrities and artists and actors should be more down, more wanting to take photos with fans and whatever. Like, and honestly, I will say taking photos with fans and paparazzi photos are two completely different things.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sure that they're like, I don't know about Chappel Roan, but I'm sure the way she feels about getting harassed by paparazzi is different than if someone were to come and ask her for a picture. I can understand that the paparazzi is the main issue here. And especially in this situation, because she did kindly ask them to leave her alone, but they didn't. So when you look at it for what it is, like, that is considered harassment.
Right.
They are now harassing her. So, but then, like you said, unfortunately, then she just kind of gave them what they wanted.
Perfect story.
I wish she would have just walked away, but that's okay. I feel like in this scenario with Chappel Roan, I think I do side with Chappel. I think in this situation particularly, if there's an influencer who maybe like is the kind of person to like maybe be a little bit more mean and disrespectful when it comes to at least taking photos with fans, I feel like on that side I'm maybe a little bit less supportive.
Right, because like the fans are doing it because they're meeting someone they look up to, but the paparazzi, they're doing it for money and that's all they care about.
Right. So so kind of interesting situation.
It is a good like conversation starter though. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like it's a very interesting topic to talk about, especially especially in our day and age with so many influencers and so many celebrities, like, and there are so many now, because you think about it before, like, people, like, even if they were getting harassed by paparazzi, like, they either do like the, you know, cover your face, like flip off the camera, don't say anything, whatever. But like, even if they're being bombarded by fans, like, they won't really talk about how they're being bombarded by fans. Right. But like, I feel like this new generation of celebrities are being a little bit more vocal about privacy, which I understand and I fully get.
I also feel like
it's kind of starting to change the narrative a little bit. Yeah. So now people are starting to get more scared to ask their idols for pictures.
I also feel like it's also our generation. Like, we put such an emphasis on like boundaries and what makes us uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And so like, if you're famous and you're part of this generation and you're feeling something that's uncomfortable, you almost like, now we almost have the courage to say something about it, but then it's like,
but then at the same time, like, you are famous, like, you can't, like, unfortunately, like, that comes with the territory of being famous. So should you, as a celebrity, kind of suck it up? Because again, like, I don't know, like, maybe if celebrities were just doing what they loved and they were still like, if they didn't make so much money from it, like, when you're a celebrity, like, they are rich, you make so much money, it's almost like being bombarded I think people say, like, it's part of the job, you know? So it's like, you kind of just like have to be okay with it. So I guess I feel like I'll probably say this a lot throughout this whole podcast, because this is just the way that I think. I feel like everything in life is on a spectrum. Like, so, like, I can understand if you want to vocalize that you're maybe the kind of celebrity who doesn't enjoy getting pictures taken of you while you're out in public, and you maybe prefer them to just come up to you and ask for a picture. Or if you're the kind of celebrity that says, hey, like, if I'm out doing something, like, maybe don't ask me for a picture, I'm just trying to do normal things. Or, like, I don't know, but I feel like, but I also feel like you owe it to the people who gave you your platform, like, who are, I am one of the reasons that Sabrina Carpenter is so famous, because I listen to all of her shit, I buy all of her merch, I purchase her concert tickets, I follow her socials, I buy her brands and her endorsements and her ads. Like, so if I see you out in public and I ask you for a picture and you say no, I will be heartbroken. Right. Absolutely heartbroken. Not that I think Serena would do that, but it's just an example. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's where most people are coming from. They're like, you're not just famous because you're famous. Like, these people are the reason you're famous. They're giving you these opportunities, all of this money, giving you opportunities to be on TV and to go do all these huge big things, be on the cover of magazines and to do brand deals with huge companies, but you won't say yes to a picture if they see you in public. I don't know.
It's like you said, like, it's not like you go into this business without knowing what comes with it.
You know.
I've known since I was a fucking child. Because I wanted to be famous when I was a kid.
I think about that
I would
all the
idolize
time.
all the cameras flashing, even though that shit would give me a fucking migraine. Fuck. Yeah. But
I think about that all the time, just us doing this podcast.
Right.
I think about some of the bad things that come with internet fame. Mm-hmm. But I'm still working to get us to the point that we want to be at, knowing that those are risks. The risks, the more unfortunate parts of it, because the good parts are, to me, worth it, you know?
Right.
I imagine if we ever got huge and people came up to us, I would love to take pictures with people. Right. I would be so down. I don't know if I don't know. But then again, I don't know because I'm not living it. I don't know.
Right. I don't know. I'm so, like, introverted, too, so it's funny. Cause, like, I think I talked about this in one of my videos where I was like, please come up to me and ask for a picture if you want a picture, but just know I'm anxious as fuck.
So if I seem like I'm mad, like, it's probably because I'm just scared.
I'm just like oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll take a picture with you. And then they never post it because I'm kidding.
Right, no, right.
There are people that I've taken pictures with, and again, this is back in my fucking Twitch. Those days were not real. But I remember, like, being posted on Twitter and just seeing the picture, and I was like, damn.
That's crazy.
Damn. That's me.
Yeah. But, like, so I don't know. I guess it kind of just depends on the way that you look at it. It depends on maybe the circumstances, like, especially for, let's say, for example, like Chappel, like, maybe, like, because she rose to stardom so fast, like, maybe the paparazzi harassment is just worse for her than maybe it is for others. Although I feel like they're always harassing everybody, but, like, you never know. I don't know.
She blew up, like, really fast.
So quick.
Because, like, obviously she had, like, a fan base that was still big, but, like, not to the level she's at now.
Yeah.
And so imagine you're living your normal life one week, and the next week you got cameras following you everywhere.
Screaming shit at you, and you're just like, like, so I don't know. It's definitely very interesting. So that was crash out number 1 of the week. We actually have a second crash out to talk about. Did you watch the last Love Island season?
No.
Okay, I did. And as a lot of people on the internet know, there was a contestant. Her name's Huda Musafa. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce her last name. She was a contestant on Love Island, and she had a very, like, 50-50 cult following, cult hate while she was on the show. Because basically a lot of people just called her a crash out. I feel like she's low-key the reason why crash out became such a big popular term. Because there was just, obviously it's Love Island, there was a lot of drama. But she was giving, like, crash out behavior. But after the show, I don't know when they started dating. She started dating Louis from Too Hot to Handle, which is kind of crazy. Like, love competition shows collide, but
they always do.
Yeah. They started dating, and I don't necessarily know what had happened before. From what I can understand, Huda lied about something in her relationship with Louis, and the relationship was kind of coming to an end. It was giving like they were either already broken up or they were breaking up, or Louis was breaking up with her, or something of the sort. And there was this one night in particular where I'll read the text messages because they got leaked. These are text messages that Louis screenshotted from Huda that he then sent to his baby mama, Nicole, which then led to a restraining order being filed. So,
Gorsh.
I'm just gonna get into the text messages. If you guys have seen these and read them, then like just skip through this part. So first she sends a picture of the top of a roof of like a building. So she's like on the top of the roof, and she said, "I'm always honest. I'm sorry I lied about what I lied about, but I was always honest. Bye, my sweet, handsome man. Your beautiful girl loves you more than anyone you'll ever know. You're not with Ollie. He's not in town." Louis said, "I didn't call the police." And Huda said, "I knew this would happen." So basically she's giving like, I'm going to kill myself. Or whatever. I cut it out anyways. I'm going to kill myself. Yes. So then there's a little bit of cut off. He says, "You have to seek help, Huda. You need to go into a hospital. Just go back to your room, and I'll call you tomorrow. See you tomorrow." I don't know. It's kind of warped. She says, "I'm not safe. I'm not in a safe place, Louis. Am I even allowed to tell you these things? Do you care? I'm just going to lay here. I'm at the hotel, by the way. Don't know if you care about that. I'm going to your baby mom's house. In the Uber now. I'm about to be at Nick's. Why are you not answering?" She then even sends like a screenshot of the Uber ride, and there were more text messages that she sent with that, but unfortunately those text messages I don't have. Now she's outside of the building of his baby mom's house. She says, "You're destroying me, and you don't care at all. Not an ounce of you cares. You don't care if I live or die. You're already in someone else." Oh, I remember the theories of the thread of text messages where she sent the Uber. I'm pretty sure she was like, "Are you cheating on me?" Because he wasn't answering. She was like, "You're cheating on me. You're cheating on me. I knew you're cheating on me. Whatever." Sends a picture of outside the building, of the apartment building. And she said, "I'm here. Where are you? I'm at her house. Where are you? I'm standing here until you come out." She says, "I'm not leaving. You answer everyone but me, ? You answer everyone but me, ? Yeah, and you think I believe you love me. You don't love me. You don't care about my well-being or love me. You never did. You just found something out to leave me over." And now she sends a picture of her inside the stairwell of the building that she just drove to.
That's low-key like terrifying as fuck.
It's insane. And these are all just text messages. He's not answering at all. She sent the picture inside the stairwell. She said, "I'm in the apartment, so either you see me right now or I'm knocking at every door. I know the area you said the apartment was. How could you do this? It's 1:30 a.m. and you expect me to believe you're not with a bitch. You never don't answer this much."
At 1:30 in the morning, bitch, he probably went to sleep.
Literally. She was like, "You're taking it too far. You're making me go crazy. Is this satisfying to you? I'm not leaving until I see you. You don't love me. You never did. That's why it's so easy for you to leave. I always stayed through everything, and you would blow up my phone and threaten me and hurt me, and I'd still be here. This is torture you're doing to me. I never once did this to you. You tell me you don't want me to die, and this is driving me to that point. I promise you on my daughter, I won't be here tomorrow if I don't see you right now. Louis, I promise on my daughter, if I don't see you right now, I won't be here tomorrow."
On your daughter is crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So people are like, what the fuck? So then the restraining order was filed, and I actually have a copy of the restraining order. It says that on February 20th, 2026, Huda Musafa landed at LAX from North Carolina and threatened to jump off buildings, swearing on her daughter's life that she was going to kill herself. After about 12 hours of terrifying and extremely mentally unstable threats against her, her daughter, and my son's lives, this is Nicole that's like writing out the restraining order. She Ubered to where my son and I live, and she broke into the building uninvited, obviously. And then there's more. It says, my son's father has informed her that her actions have called for a restraining order. And then also another part of the restraining order just basically says who was there at the situation. She said, me, my son, and his father, right? So, so a lot of people are talking about that. Huda did also post something on her Instagram story saying that she said, I'm aware of what's being said and it's not true. I'm handling everything the right way by letting legal take care of it. I appreciate everyone who continues to support me. So in my head, I'm like, okay, so what's not true?
like, the legal documents can't, like, you can't just place a restraining order and actually have it go through.
Well,
has it gone through?
That I don't know. I could probably look that up. But actually, I think it did, because people were going onto like their civil record, like websites where they have like.
Because you can't just place a restraining order and say something happened that didn't happen with no proof.
Well, that's what these screenshots are.
No, I know. But that's like, she's trying to say it's not true.
I see what you mean. Yes. So that's why I'm like, how is this not true?
Also,
there are. I mean, granted, it's the internet. Could the text messages be fake? Sure, but like.
But also,
what's not true, bitch? I'm seeing it. That's literally exactly what the fuck happened.
Her way of texting is so odd. Like, first of all, being like, I'm sorry I lied about what I lied about.
Like, crashing out.
I've never noted, like, first of all, I've never had to apologize for lying about anything. Mm-hmm. But if I had to, I wouldn't, like, be so vague about it. I'm so sorry for lying about the thing I lied about.
That's why I kind of don't like the situation, because.
What did she lie about?
This is giving like that. I know that I wish I knew, but that is giving like classic like narcissistic manipulation tactic. Like, your partner is mad at you for lying about something, so now you're gonna threaten that you're gonna off yourself.
Like, I'm sorry,
because
but now I'm so sad, and
because now they're torturing. Because now he's torturing you by not answering and breaking up with you, so you're going to off yourself. I don't know. I really just...
Yeah, I don't know. Guys, it's never a good idea to say I'm going to off myself after a breakup.
It's not...
After anything, actually. It doesn't work.
It's not worth it. Like, I mean, and to be fair, I did really like Huda and Louis together. Because after watching, and also let me say this too, after watching the Love Island season, I was Team Huda. I really liked Huda, and I thought people painted her to be really, because like, granted, she was very emotional. She was maybe more like openly and quickly emotional than a normal person probably would be. Like I don't really know how to explain it. Like, if something made her upset, like, she just seemed like a very, just like, in my head, but this is me being an empath, okay? In my head, it was just giving that she was just a very like overly emotional person. So like, smaller things that maybe to a normal person wouldn't like get as upset about as she did. That's kind of what it was giving to me. I thought she was getting a really bad rep while on Love Island. And I really liked her, and I was really happy when her and Louis started dating. I thought they were so cute, and I liked that she finally had someone who it seemed like they were like low-key soulmates. Like, they made like, they would go on live, like TikTok live together dressed as the Lorax and just fuck around, and I was like, this is love. Period. Like, I love that. But after reading those text messages, I'm like, see, okay, now that changes things.
Right.
Like,
you can't just do that.
Threatening those things, and also like on your daughter, like,
also the pictures,
and then just showing up to
the pictures outside,
right?
The baby mama's apartment,
and in the stairwell also.
Right. Like, that's terrifying. If I received those texts, I think like my heart would fall into my fucking asshole, and I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I don't know. I did look it up though. I said it says, based on reports regarding a temporary restraining order filed in March of 2026, Huda Musafa allegedly lied to her boyfriend Louis Russell about her actions and location regarding a confrontation with his ex-girlfriend Nicole, who is also his baby mama.
Okay.
She reportedly lied about her whereabouts and activities, with Nicole alleging that Huda flew to Las Vegas and sent alarming messages for hours, and then showed up to her apartment on February 21st of this year, demanding to be let in. So if that's true, then I'm guessing the timeline is her and the baby mom had a confrontation, and she was kind of crashing out, and she was doing crazy shit like this. She was showing up to the house, trying to be let in, didn't tell Louis, and then Louis found out and was like, okay, no, that's not gonna swing.
But also, that's just crazy in general, because like, what do you mean you're showing up to his baby mama's house?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm sad, because It's kind of giving like there were signs that she was maybe like this on Love Island. It just was never to this level. So it just kind of sucks that I'm like seeing it. I'm like, okay, now the way that she acts on Love Island makes a little bit more sense. I don't know. So it's weird, it's scary, and so now I would consider Huda like the actual original crash out. So now they have a temporary restraining order, and I'm pretty sure they are broken up because of it.
Well, I would hope so.
I would hope so, because that is really scary and that's really intense. I don't know. I can't believe there are still people out there doing this shit. Like, we're in 2026, okay? If you're in a relationship and you get broken up with, like, it, honestly, maybe it's just because I don't know if it's just because of how I'm naturally wired or if it's just because I haven't gone through something like that, but I have to rack my brain to think, like, how could someone be so devastated over like a breakup or relationship where it drives them to do shit like this?
See,
it's insane.
I would go insane over a breakup. However, not to that extent. That is like Delulu crazy, like cuckoo land.
That's what I'm saying.
I would go maybe batshit crazy, but not cuckoo land.
Not like that, which is funny because this actually perfectly transitions us into the exact same topic, essentially, just somebody else. So
Taylor Frankie Paul.
Fucking Taylor Frankie Paul. Good God. So obviously, I've mentioned this. I love The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I was so excited when AVRYAL started watching it. I love that show.
I binge watched that fucking shit.
And she started to really like it. We were so excited for season 4. Unfortunately, we haven't talked about it yet on the podcast because my Hulu signed out of her bedroom TV and we haven't signed it back in yet, so she hasn't gotten to watch it yet.
I watched the first 5 episodes, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, period. We haven't talked about it yet. However, I was excited to, 1, talk about it, and 2, I was really excited to watch and eventually talk about Taylor's Bachelorette season, which, as we know now, is canceled.
Right.
Plug got pulled. It's Saturday right now. Her season was supposed to start tomorrow, and it's not happening. Why is it not happening, AVRYAL? Please tell us.
So...
Oh, and also, season 5 production of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is also on pause because of what happened.
So, in 2023, we all know...
We all saw it.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 1.
Episode 1, baby. You know, they had the whole domestic violence thing. Turns out, Dakota had a video of this. And it just now comes out right before her big thing, which a lot of people are talking about too.
A lot of people are talking about that, but the two sides. One is like, obviously he published it, or he gave it to TMZ right before the show aired, but the other side of it is like, y'all, he literally used this in the when it happened. So, and that's how she, like, as evidence essentially, and now and somehow TMZ got it through the courts.
Which also, okay, let me explain. So there has been a video that I don't even want to say resurfaced because it didn't resurface. It was in the court, whatever.
It surfaced.
It has came to light.
Yeah.
And it's basically Taylor and Dakota in their house
just
and
brawling.
She's yelling. He's like, Taylor, knock it off. Like, get off me. And she's just going up to him, pushing him,
hitting him, chokehold. Which actually also, mind you, this video was crazy because even in season 1 or episode 1 of season 1 of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, the first like 10 minutes or maybe not 10 minutes, the first episode, they covered this situation happening. However, the only thing they included in it is the 911 call, the police cam footage of Taylor explaining the situation, and a small audio clip of Dakota explaining his side of the story. Which, that is all that we got. So in my head, I was like, okay, maybe they were yelling at each other. They were fighting each other. Whatever. I thought that maybe it was like, maybe to like a level 4 or 5.
Right. And so when I see this video,
holy fuck.
So in the video, Dakota is like, your fucking daughter's right there.
Right there. And she's just sitting on the couch.
She's throwing the chair, and first of all, she throws this shit so fucking hard it hits against the like fireplace or whatever, the wall.
Yeah,
and it literally just falls immediately.
She has like a ladder, which I'm assuming is like where she keeps blankets, because actually she throws one stool, you see it hits him right in the arm, he like blocks it, right? Throws another one, hits the wall, the ladder comes crashing down. And they're also screaming. Well, like they both are screaming. Dakota weirdly screaming for her to stop, but obviously Taylor's screaming like, I will do whatever the fuck I want, like instigating it, like whatever.
And like the final chair, or I think is the final chair,
it was the 3rd or 4th, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he went over. A lot of people were like, why did he go over his daughter? Because she's fucking throwing chairs. Anyways, he kind of huddles over his daughter, who's sitting on the couch right next to where all of this is happening. I would have fucking also tried to protect my child.
And I'm pretty sure...
He's not an angel in this situation. I will say that. I'm not saying that.
If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure he was screaming, your daughter is right here, before the final chair was thrown. Yeah. So I'm assuming... Because I don't know... I mean, technically, he did move into the vicinity. Like, he kind of moved in front of the couch in which her daughter was sitting on, which already is crazy, that your child is sitting right here and... you're doing this in front of her. Already, that's insane.
You're gonna teach her like that shit is normal.
Fucking insane. Like, imagine how dude, sorry, side quest. I went my very first concert ever. I watched my mom get into a fight. Not her fault. There were these fucking drunk ass 20-year-olds that were stepping on. I'm 11. My sister's like 4. They're stepping on all of our hands. They're standing in front of us. My mom and all the adults around were kindly asking them to move, and obviously they're drunk and cunts, and so they start picking a fight with my family. I'm watching my mom get into a literal fist fight, and that was one of the scariest days of my fucking life. Like, not even because I was like scared of my mom, I was just kind of scared of what would happen to my mom. So imagining like what the fuck this kid was, because it's already scary getting yelled out by your parents,
or like just hearing your parents fight, but also imagine they're throwing chairs and like hitting each other.
Oh my god. That must be so fucking scary. But anyways, she throws the final stool.
Which actually hits her daughter
straight in the fucking head.
Yep. And in the police report, it says that...
Big goose egg.
Big old goose egg, which I've had a goose egg before. And it was from falling off my bed.
Aw. How did you do that?
I had tile floor.
How'd you fall off?
I don't know. I fell off the bed a lot when I was a kid.
You want to know why that's so funny? I also fell off the bed one time. I was laying in my parents' bed in a sleeping bag, because it was my Hannah Montana sleeping bag. Period. Which, speaking of which, 20th anniversary, so excited for that. And I thought it was like so fun. I like went into the sleeping bag, kind of like I was pretending like I was in a cocoon, but not realizing that like the silk or like the satin bed sheets my parents had in my like sleeping bag, and me moving around so much, I was inside, I was moving so much that I moved off the side and I fell off and I hit my head on the nightstand. Anyways,
yeah, I just move a lot in my sleep even to this day. I pushed my grandma off the bed once because we used to sleep in the same bed, and I literally pushed her off and she got really mad at me and told me to go to the couch, which understandable.
Right. Anyways,
hashtag deserved.
So obviously she hits her fucking daughter straight in the head with a metal stool, and so then this video is so horrific. Her daughter starts screaming, crying. Oh my god, the part that gets me so bad is when she's like screaming, crying the word mommy. You can hear it, because it's like, it's almost like she's so scared, like her mom's yelling, she's throwing stuff. It's like she wants her mom, but then her mom just threw a fucking chair at her, and so it hurts. Like, I don't know, like it's so heartbreaking. Like, and so obviously the other part that really fucking gets me is, again, Dakota is not an angel in this situation. I don't like Dakota from what I've seen on the show.
Right.
But he goes over to her and he asks her if she's okay, and Taylor screams at the top of her lungs, "Get away from my daughter."
Bitch, you just threw a fucking chair at her.
You just smacked her straight in the fucking head with a metal stool.
That would have... Not that I would ever be in this fucking situation.
Right.
But if I was, that would have snapped me so far out of it, because I would have been like, oh my god, my fucking daughter.
And then she was screaming, and Taylor was screaming shit like, "This is your fault. This is your fault, Dakota. This is your fault." And it's like...
Dakota looking at his hands like... did I levitate this fucking shit over here?
Yeah, like maybe I can understand, like maybe he did something that drove her to the point of getting mad and that's what she meant. But it's like, bitch, it is 100% your fucking fault for the way that you are choosing to act right now.
Right. Because you are responsible for your actions. You're not responsible
for the safety
of
your children.
Right. Oh my God. And what? Okay. So I'm glad we're talking about this because like one thing I had questions about, which some people were talking about, and then I've seen some back and forth about it. The girls on Secret Life, some of them have spoken out and been like, I do not stand with this, whatever.
Yep.
My question is like, they lived it while it happened. They're close knit. Did they not see Taylor's daughter with a big old goose egg on her head? Did they not fully talk about it in depth? Are they not as close as they make it seem?
This is a very interesting question because a lot of people have been talking about it. Even me and my coworker, we talked about this specifically because when we saw the video and everything got and her season got pulled and production got paused, my coworker and I were like, okay, so I don't know. They know she got arrested for DV. That is a fact. That's what the whole world knows. Mm-hmm. Did they not see this video? Because if they knew about what was happening, one, why the fuck did they keep her on the show? Why the fuck did the Bachelorette invite her to be on their season? And like you said, like, why were the girls still friends with her if they say this isn't something that they support? This happened in 2023.
And she was charged with it. So it's like, right. You say you don't support domestic violence, but then you're actively like BFFs.
This isn't something that just happened, that you're just now finding out. And so like, but then again, like I said, I don't know if people saw the video or not.
But like the thing is, like, you don't just get charged with domestic violence.
Right. Like there has to be very reasonable evidence, which they say in the, because that's another thing that TMZ had, was the police cam footage when they were talking to Dakota, which we didn't get in the first episode. And he was explaining how she was drunk. She said her family was inside, and so he went inside to try and get her family to help her into the house. But the only person who was in the house was the niece, Taylor's niece, who was watching her daughter. And I don't even really remember what the fuck started the fight to begin with, honestly. But it's actually kind of crazy that this came out because maybe just like a couple days prior, there was also a lot of talk on the internet about how unfortunately got spoiled because it's news. So spoilers, just so you know, although we're not even getting a season anyways, Taylor did pick a bachelor. She ended things with him and went back to Dakota. And it ended.
That was so fucking predictable too. Because, you know,
and they got into another like actual like big domestic violence abuse situation just last month.
Which, you know what's crazy? Where I was leaving off on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, the newer season, is they were talking about, oh, if she goes on The Bachelorette, like, she's just going to go back to Dakota. Mm-hmm.
Which is what she did.
So she did it for a check.
Which is what she did. And listen,
she got brand deals from my fucking work.
I can empathize with people in toxic relationships. I can fully understand how it's so... Well, actually, let me rephrase. If you're in a toxic relationship, if you're in a relationship with someone who is abusing you mentally, emotionally, physically, and you're finding it hard to leave, I get it.
Right.
I fully get it. If you're someone like Taylor who can leave, they haven't been dating for who knows how long.
Right.
They are not promised to each other. They are not married. They are not dating. She has made it very clear to him that she does not want to be with him. That kind of toxic relationship that they have, that they just keep choosing to go back to each other, that I don't know how I feel about that.
You're
honestly.
Confused. I'm confused.
Bro. And like she does say a lot. She's like, okay, that's the point. Like in therapy, like it's a toxic cycle. Like, and a lot of people talk about how low key it's the toxicity that it's like she likes the toxicity. Like
low key,
they have so much chemistry, and a lot of it comes from their toxicity, knowing that they shouldn't be together, but they just like each other so much. Like I don't know. I don't fuck with any of it. Either one of you bitches. Like no, I don't like Dakota.
Even in season 4, where like they have sworn each other off. I'm not gonna get back together with him. I don't even want him.
And they hook up like 2 or 3 times in the whole season.
And then also her being like, I just like, and then Dakota being upset that she brought Harry.
Yeah, they're both in the wrong because they both tell each other over and over again that they love each other. All they wanted was to be with one another. And then they both hook up with other people to make the other one mad. And then they both scream and yell at each other about how they hurt one another, which makes them end up fucking.
Was it good?
And then it's just a cycle. It's just a cycle. She gets mad that he fucks other girls when she says over and over again he does not, or she does not want to be with him. And then he gets mad because he tells her over and over again that he wants to be with her, but she will go hook up with other guys because she doesn't. Like, it's fucking, I can't, like,
their dynamic is so, like, I would be exhausted.
So
I wouldn't be in this fucking situation.
I'd be long gone at this point. But no, hell no.
1 week of that shit and I'm
out.
My standards are really high.
Yeah.
Her standards are in hell.
And I mean, and also it's actually kind of interesting that this is all going on because we've seen their relationship happen over the course of the last, like, what, 2 years that the show's been happening. And another plot line that comes up a lot in the show is that Taylor didn't know her dad, right? Her biological dad. And this is the first season that they actually, like, kind of dove into her dad and her past and stuff. And it's kind of interesting because something that we as a collective, not just Taylor, but the viewers found out is that her biological dad was actually very abusive to her mom. And I was actually talking about this with my coworker. She brought up a very good point. She was like, whose fault, not saying, she wasn't saying that it was anyone's fault, but it was kind of giving like, okay, well, whose fault is it? Is it Taylor's fault for being abusive? Is it her dad's fault for being abusive? Like, now that's kind of a trait that she has. Is it the mom's fault? Because if she had maybe known about her dad sooner in life, it could have led her down a different path to where abuse does not become a part of her plot. Right. Or like,
because victims or like people who are going through shit tend to repeat the cycle.
Yeah.
However you want to put that, because that applies to so many different situations. I know it's mainly applied to fucking pedophiles, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But same thing goes with abuse, any type of abuse. The people who were abused or witnessed abuse grow up
to be abusers. Yep. So,
and it's a sad cycle
and so that's why my coworker was like, well, do you like, if maybe her mom had told her sooner in her life about her dad, maybe she could have had that information, and then at this point in her life would choose to make a different choice. Or maybe is it the fact that she didn't know that her dad was an abuser, so like it's almost like she didn't know that this was like a part of her, or she didn't know where it came from, or what it was.
We have
and I was like, I mean, good point, but like I don't know, because I also feel for the mom. I'm like, well, if the mom was abused, I would not be. I understand that maybe she don't want to tell her daughter about how she got fucking fucked up. Like, I don't know.
We're talking about so many complex things today.
I know.
It's like, it's so hard because it's
so
like,
much shit is going on.
There's so many different ways to respond to stuff that happens to you, and everyone has their own way of reacting. But to repeat the same things that you went through because maybe it just triggers something in your brain, you might not know that you're doing it, or know that.
Like, maybe with the 2023 arrest, that may be, I'm pretty sure people did talk about how in her original marriage, like, they never really had any kind of issue like this. So maybe that was kind of like her first defense. That was her first, like, real abusive situation, like real actual physical fight she got into with Dakota. Maybe. Which is like, okay.
Because maybe it just triggers something in her.
Right, like, I'm not condoning it.
Right.
But, okay, I can see that. But the fact that it just happened again last month after she left her bachelor from The Bachelorette and got back with Dakota, it's like, at that point, number 2, At that point, I feel like with what you know about your relationship, that should not happen. You already got arrested. Oh, also, speaking of which, she got put on probation from the 2023 arrest. That shit was supposed to end in August, and she just got into another dispute last month. I don't know if she's going to jail or what, considering she violated her probation, I'm assuming, by getting into another physical dispute with Dakota just last month.
I don't know. This is so much of if I were in this situation, but I would never be.
Yeah, no.
Because, like, I would literally be like, okay, I don't want to put myself in the situation where I get so fucking... Have you ever been, like, close to someone and they just make you so fucking angry and then you kind of just go, I can't do this. I need to exit this situation.
Literally, I don't know if it's just because of how my brain is wired, but if me and Brady so much as to get into, like, a small squirrel... Wait, what? Squirrel? Like a small quarrel? Is that the word? I think so. Like if we so much as just bicker, my body, it shuts down and I cry, and that's all my body knows how to do. Like I can't even get mad. Honestly, I feel like I can get frustrated, but I can't get mad. I can't yell at people. I don't have that bone in my body. I've tried. I wish I did, but I don't, and I don't think anything could ever actually. Well, actually, maybe I won't say that because everything is circumstantial. Maybe if I were in a certain situation, an extremely toxic situation like Taylor's, maybe depending on my feelings and if something happened to me like what happens to her, maybe I would crash out like that. But I don't know. I don't think so.
Like, I've been in situations where I have
because that's yelled. Just dangerous, not just for them but for me.
Right. But I've never thrown shit at people, hit them.
Me neither. I mean, I'll slap my sister, but not in the face. Maybe on the arm and call her a bitch. But
that's sisterly, you know.
But that's different, and it's meant to be funny, if anything.
Right. I just I know in those situations, I don't like this. I don't like this. This isn't me. You're triggering something in me, which is causing me to respond this way. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't continue putting myself around that person over and over and over if it made me the ugliest version of myself.
Me neither. That's why I don't understand. I'm so that's why so many people are so confused on Taylor and Dakota's relationship, because they're what the fuck is it about this man that makes you refuse to let him go? He's not even cute.
The sex has to be somewhat good.
I guess, because they've done nothing. They have done nothing but argue the entire time they have been together. I don't think there's actually ever been, I can't even imagine that they've ever actually had a good moment. It's all just dark and sad and lonely and mean every time that they're together. Mm-hmm. And I'm it's not even I can imagine you sometimes in a normal toxic relationship, it can also be hard to leave because you're holding on so hard to the good things, the good memories, you know, mm-hmm. We even talked about it before where it's if you're in an abusive relationship, it can be hard to leave because maybe one day is a really good day and you're right. This is what it's worth it for this. He's being so nice to me. This is the kind of love that I want. But then the next day he's throwing a metal stool at your head. So it's harder for you to leave because you're holding on so hard to the good parts. Do Taylor and Dakota even have any? I don't think so.
That's what I was just laughing at. I wasn't laughing at the abusive part of what you were saying. Watching the show, have you guys seen one moment where they are both happy?
That's
genuinely.
That's what I'm saying.
Where there isn't a hint of undertone anger or
exactly.
Undertone.
So that's why we're what the fuck is it? Why are you actually genuinely refusing to leave this man? And don't say it's because of your fucking son. People have healthy co-parenting relationships all over the world, okay? That can't be the answer. There's something else that we don't know about. I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of fucking spell he casted to make her forever obsessed with him to the point where she literally will not do anything but
he probably did witchcraft the first night they slept together, bro.
I don't know. It's so fucking... I don't understand it.
The only reason why I keep bringing up sleeping together is because that's all they fucking do.
That's all they do. No, because that's very valid. They fucking hate each other. They hate each other. But they fuck all the time. Every single season.
If
they get into an argument and then she's found in his bed. And people are like, girl, now
if
what
they
the
are
fuck?
left in the same vicinity, they are fucking.
Like, I don't know. You don't know this. If you haven't finished the show, I'm going to spoil it. But this is very pertinent, and it's not like a huge deal.
What?
Taylor fucked Dakota the night before she left for the Bachelorette.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Like, what the fuck is that? He went to go drop off their son. And that episode was so annoying because then he walks out with this fucking smirk on his face. Before they even had to say anything, I was like, don't. Don't even tell me. I'm going to get so angry. I'm going to get so fucking mad. And so then, of course, the producers are like, what did you do over at Taylor's house last night? And he's like, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
And I'm like, bro, and then obviously all the girls were pissed because they showed up to the airport to support her. And and I also saw a TikTok of someone being like, do y'all notice how Taylor and Dakota both are literally like physically sick after every time they hook up? That is like, that's the universe is trying to tell you guys literally are poison for one another. Like, actually, you guys are physically poisoning each other, especially because some people, have you also seen people that are like, they get into relationships and their life is just bad, like their skin is bad, their hair is bad, like, and then they say that it was literally just your body rejecting them. Mm-hmm. That's literally what it's giving. Their bodies are literally rejecting each other. It's almost like their brains don't know and their bodies are responding to what's happening. They're like, fucking get it out of me. Like, this is not, like, I can't, like, this is not, I don't know.
Get it out of me or get it
out of me. Don't stop. And so then they both become like so like sick the next, like, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know, I don't like it.
But they keep fucking going back to each other.
And they keep going back to each other. It's like actually probably the most toxic relationship I've actually seen in my life. And I've seen like real life toxic relationships. And they were very much also bad. Let me say that first and foremost. All toxic relationships are bad. If you need help, there are numbers that you can call. But Taylor and Dakota's makes me like so violently angry. Like, and I don't, because it's almost like in a normal toxic relationship, I can see it, I can empathize with it. I'm not the kind of person that's like, just leave then. Yeah, like I'm not gonna do that. No. But when it comes to Taylor and Dakota, I actually physically cannot even wrap my fucking brain around it. I can't understand it. I don't get it. I really don't. I try, but I don't.
Yeah, it's like I almost get there and then I'm like, no.
Nope, because then something happens and I'm like, now what the fuck was that?
Now, what the fuck did we just say 2 minutes ago in the episode?
So if you haven't seen that video, it's on TMZ's website. It's trigger warning.
Right.
It's really sad. It's really fucked up. And I don't like Dakota. I don't like him for Taylor. I fear that, because I have also seen in real life like toxic men actually changing the person, the woman that he is with, and not for the better. Not that people can't get better, they can, but like I did feel like, I don't know, like, God, it's so unsettling, that video, watching Taylor just absolutely fucking annihilate him, because it's not even like, she's tiny, he's huge, and I understand, like, maybe I don't want to say he's a victim, because he's very much emotionally manipulative and abusive, whereas Taylor's maybe more physically abusive, I guess, maybe you could say. He's not a saint in this video, but like, he's huge and she's fucking him up, like, stand up, like, I don't know, like, I don't know, it's really sad. Watch it if you haven't seen it, and give your thoughts. Trigger warning though. But because of this, season got pulled, which people are like, why the fuck did you even ask her to be on The Bachelor? Anyways, if this had happened, we all know about the arrest. Maybe we don't know about the extent of it, but maybe I feel like some people had to have. Like, how did you not, like, why didn't The Bachelorette do a deeper dive on the arrest?
Background check.
Yeah, that's exactly what my fucking coworker said. Like, why did they not do a deeper dive into the arrest?
These lights are drying out my contacts.
Like, you're gonna have someone who was literally arrested for DV be your bachelorette? And honestly, like, I'm part of the problem. Like, I'm sitting here talking shit about it, but I was excited for the season.
Right. I think I would have watched The Bachelorette if I fucking, like, if we had this season. Because, like, I was like, oh, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Yeah, like, I was going to watch. And, like, I knew about her DV arrest, but I did not know the extent of it. Again, I thought it was, like, a level 4 or 5. Right. That's a fucking level 10, whatever the fuck that was.
They glazed over it so heavily in the first, like, season. Because, like, they did say, I think she threw a wooden chair or something.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Oh, and also you said something earlier that I meant to say. We were talking about how the girls are saying now that they don't support this, but they knew about this arrest since 2023, and there's actually some proof in the show that kind of shows that they knew the extent of it, because there was an argument that Demi and Taylor got into in season 2, I think. Or season 3, fuck, I can't remember. Do you remember the situation when Taylor went to the CMAs and no one left a comment on her post?
That was season 3, I think.
Okay, period. And she was pissed that none of the girls were there to support her. So then they were at the Saints and Sinners party. Oh. They were all in a circle talking about it. And Demi, who I don't even like, she was like, oh, should we talk about you and how you treat your boyfriend and what goes on behind closed doors? And Taylor's like, yeah, do it. Like, do it. And I can't remember exactly everything she said.
I think she said something about her daughter, too.
Yeah, and she was, yeah, exactly. She said something about her daughter, and then that's when Demi was like, I'm going to protect Ever in this situation. Which, mind you, the domestic dispute that just happened in February, Ever was there. Their son was also there for that. So you said there's like a temporary restraining order, or no, he has temporary custody of him now.
Apparently, I've seen a few like sources on that. Like, Taylor does not have custody of her children.
Yeah.
Right now.
So if the girls knew what the fuck happened in 2023,
because you're telling me Demi knew, but no one else did.
What the fuck do you mean? I don't support that. You've been supporting it by keeping her on this fucking show, and like, I'm sorry. Like, and you know, another big thing that people are saying on the internet, they're like, if, like, and this is what I said when I found out about this. I was like, if the tables were turned, if this was a man, light him up. Get him banned. We don't do that here. Get him banned. Mm-hmm. I will not be supporting Taylor Frankie Paul in anything that she does, because like the way that cancel abusers, period, point blank, regardless if you're a man or a woman. That shit is not. And I mean, like, not saying that I'm siding with Dakota. Dakota's a fuckface. Okay. Sorry, I don't like him either. But like, I will not. Which makes me sad, because I'm like, if Taylor is still on Secret Lives, I'm not watching it anymore, because I will not be supporting a domestic.
All these talks of Mom Talk needs a new leader. They really need to come together now.
They really do. Like, so if the tables were turned, I would hope, you know, we as a collective would cancel the fuck out of them. So I feel she also needs to be canceled, and she should not have a platform, like we talked about last episode. If you are a bad person, you should not be influencing people, period, point blank.
Do you ever think about how crazy it is that they got so famous just off making TikToks about being a mom?
Yeah.
I was thinking about that last night. I was like, damn. They were just like living their everyday Utah lives.
And honestly, but to be fair, like Taylor, her TikTok, like, wasn't even just dancing. She was clickbaiting and rage baiting the fuck out of people, and that's how she got so famous.
Gotcha.
Because she was like, she would make TikToks with her kids, and her son at the time, I guess her only other son besides Ever, looks a lot like Stefan from Vampire Diaries. He looks like a baby Stefan. So a lot of people loved that. And also, she would make TikToks with like 2 of her other friends and would rage bait and make videos saying that those were her daughters, that she was 50 when she like looked 20, because she technically like was. She made so many videos like that. And so I feel like that's low-key where she got her fame. But the season 5, which I'm also pretty sure they haven't filmed the reunion episode yet either, and I don't know if we'll even be getting that for season 4, which sucks, because I was really excited for the season 4 reunion because so much shit happened. But production is paused. A lot of the girls saying that they aren't comfortable filming right now because of all of this. And this is big. This is big news, but this isn't even the only thing that's going on right now with the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Unfortunately, it was actually, when was this? I think it was Jesse who confirmed this. Or no, it was just people. People confirmed that Jordan, Jesse's husband, filed for divorce on March 19th of this year.
But like, are we shocked?
I'm honestly actually, I don't know how to feel. I did not like Jesse and Jordan's relationship. I didn't like Jordan. A lot of girls, a lot of people that watch the show don't like Jordan. They're like, this is giving narcissistic. It's giving manipulative. He's fucking annoying. And I agree. Did I want them to try and make it through though? Yeah. If anything, I was hoping that they'd both go to therapy and it would make their marriage stronger and they would actually heal from everything. So kind of sad to see that it didn't work, but at the same time, fucking good riddance. I didn't like Jordan that much, so.
Right.
The TV personality, Jordan, I'm pretty sure, issued a statement saying that this has not been an easy decision and it comes with a heavy heart. I'm grateful for the shared memories and the lessons. While our paths are not moving in different directions, my priority remains my children and ensuring they feel loved, supported, and protected through this transition. I'm committed to handling this next chapter with kindness and respect. And then he concluded his statement by asking for privacy and understanding as their family navigates this situation. So they are officially getting divorced after their year of back and forth separation. I actually did get sent something by my coworker, that something she saw on TikTok. I'm not sure if this is real. And again, I don't know if this is real. This is not like a real source. This is just something that I saw on TikTok. But someone wrote in saying that Jesse told Jordan last Friday that she was done and already had a lawyer on board. She was also pre-booked to do the Call Her Daddy podcast to tell her side of everything. And then Jordan rushed to file today, which I'm assuming means the divorce. Mm-hmm. Clearly trying to get ahead of it, and added some loser claim about her not being allowed to talk about him on podcasts. But the problem for Jordan is that Jessie didn't sign anything yet, and she's way too savvy for that. She basically laughed it off like, nice try. Podcast films tomorrow. Jordan's been involved in some pretty shady behavior for years, including allegedly spending money on escorts and parties with her money.
That's a little cuckoo banana.
That's kind of a lot. Don't know if that's real. So, but I just wanted to include that. But obviously, as we all know, their relationship was pretty fucky also.
Yeah.
A lot of people wanted them to get divorced, and now it's happening. I just kind of feel bad though. Like, I don't know if it's like I don't know what to call it. Not in, like, you know how people have like internalized homophobia? That's not what I'm saying I have. But you know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call it, but I don't know if it's just because like I wouldn't say I'm necessarily like a traditional person, but I would feel so upset with my life if I had 2 failed marriages. I would be really sad about that. Not saying that that's a bad thing.
No, I get what you're saying though, because like if I were personally going through it, I'd be like,
I would be really upset.
I'd be like, damn, so am I just like not capable of love?
Yeah, I would be really upset. Although, but like I said, not that I feel that way for Jessie. If anything, I feel like not being married for Jessie is better. Focus on your fucking career, bitch. Make that money, period. Pussy. Like pop that pussy. I don't know. Like, whatever. But like, so I feel like
saying pop that pussy to a Mormon is so fucking funny.
She's like not really Mormon.
She's like halfway there.
Yeah.
Halfway there.
But I feel bad. I just feel bad for her because I would feel almost embarrassed. Personally, I would feel embarrassed if I had 2 failed marriages. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. That's a normal part of life. There are people that get married a couple of times before they find their person, and I know that that's a thing. I know that that's, and I know, you know, so I don't know. I just feel bad.
Yeah.
Because I would be upset, especially when you're like a really public figure. Like, I feel like it would already be kind of embarrassing if just your family knew that you were like on your 3rd marriage or whatever it was, but to be someone that famous, people already know that she got married once before and got divorced. I don't know. But then again, at the same time, like, Jordan sucked. He sucked. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. But also, there's some more here. Hello, where am I going? Okay. The divorce announcement comes days after Jessie spoke to People about the status of her and Jordan's relationship a year after their separation. She claimed that in November, a conversation she had with People, that she had received emotional abuse from her husband and that the pair agreed to a 90-day separation, as we know, working on their relationship in therapy. And prior to Jessie's statement, Jordan issued a statement to People saying, "I take full accountability for the pain I caused Jessie during our marriage." In the March interview with People, she said that she and Jordan are still going to a lot of therapy, both individually and as a couple, to work through their marital issues. She said, "We've been doing that for about a year now, and since the separation happened, and it's helped a lot." She said, "It taught us both a lot about how we are as individuals and how we are in a relationship, and it's just kind of still a work in progress," which we know after season 3 and then season 4 coming out, and they're like, we're still struggling, you know. Jessie also said that it's perfectly normal for marriages to have rough patches, and that she finds fulfillment in sharing that with viewers of the show. She says, "I just wanted to share that because I know marriage is hard, relationships are hard, and it's normal to struggle. Even in a good relationship, you're going to have ups and downs, so I just think it's good to show people that it's worth fighting for, it's worth working through, and it's something that's always a work in progress." So, rest in peace, their marriage, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm honestly glad that I'll probably never see Jordan on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives ever again. That is, if I continue to watch it.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know what they could do other than just wait for it to blow over and then put her back on the show. I feel like that's what they're going to do.
I mean, maybe. I fucking pray to God not, bro. I pray to God not. They are friends. We've seen on the show, they have so many other influencer friends. Literally ask anyone else.
Also, I honestly feel like...
Make Whitney the new fucking leader. Like,
at this point,
like, she's kind of carrying them right now.
That low-key
Taylor has done nothing but make this group of women look bad.
To be honest, I don't know. I watched the show and like Taylor's not even my main focus in the show. Like, obviously she has like the most, I want to say, screen time and like
she's
story.
The favorite.
Like
she started Mom Talk.
Right. But at the same time, I kind of care about the other girls more. I don't know.
Just, I mean, same. Like, I liked Taylor because I liked that she said it how it was. I liked that she was real and would call people out, and she wasn't scared of being called out. So she also at that point took accountability for her fucked up actions. I wouldn't say she was my favorite, but I didn't not like Taylor.
Right.
At this point, I can say I no longer like Taylor. Because I had sympathy for her through the swinging scandal and her affair that led to her and her husband's divorce. And all of this shit, like, it's kind of interesting, because again, not saying that Dakota is a saint or an angel and that he didn't do anything wrong, but I felt for her so bad through these last 4 seasons of her struggling with Dakota, because you can just see that she's just so hurt by everything he says and does. But like, but like physical abuse just takes it to like a whole different level. Not saying that I don't still maybe feel bad for her, but I just don't support her at all anymore. The other girlies, they're good. Like, I like them. Do I actually? Jen really has been getting on my nerves in season 4,
which a lot of people are saying too.
I used to like really feel for her, and now I'm kind of changing my tune a little bit. It's kind of giving she's the calculated one. I'm sorry. I don't know. Okay.
I just like Macy.
I like really. I just like Macy. She's so unproblematic.
So unproblematic. And
she's just good. And also, and Jessie. I like Jessie. She's been nothing really but as just a supportive friend who just gets kind of like walked all over. So I like Macy and Jessie. Michaela, kind of 50-50. She's like kind of really mean. But at the same time, I don't know. She's like really nice and supportive. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
But anyways, so lots going on with Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I don't know when we're getting season 5. I don't know when production is going to. I'm sure right now they're kind of figuring out whether or not like the girls will want to keep filming, if they can even keep Taylor on the show. I was even talking about this with my coworker. I was like, dude, take her off the show. I promise I'll still watch. Taylor is not the whole show.
I think a lot of people would agree with that too, because
I don't watch the show for Taylor. And I would be perfectly fine if she was not on the show anymore. So just take her off. Don't make it complicated. Just, you know, whatever. And then also just, I feel bad for Jessie, considering she showed so much. It kind of sucks. It's almost like I feel bad for her because she showed so much of her struggling marriage on television that it's almost like it feels like it would have been worth it to share that much if they made it through and proved to people that they can become stronger and that they can work through their issues, you know. I feel kind of bad that, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what, cut your losses. I get it. He was emotionally abusive. Like, he sucked anyways. So, I don't know. Lots going on. I hope they resume production. I love that show. They always, oh God, it's always my favorite shows that get fucked up. Like, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, probably like not even gonna be a show anymore. Euphoria, we are getting season 3, but like we waited how many years for Euphoria season 3? Fucking Julie and the Phantoms, that shit got canceled after season 1. Fucking Jane the Virgin, they took that shit off of Netflix. I'm like, fuck all of you guys. Just, anyways. So those are all the crash outs. I'm pretty sure.
All the crash outs
that we have got going on this week. And we'll actually move on to our last topic of the episode, which you can tell by AVRYAL's shirt.
Ooh. Spiderman, brand new day. Trailer got dropped. Yay. I need you to watch fucking every single Marvel movie now. Guys, okay, I'm going to talk about the trailer. I'm so fucking excited.
I did watch the trailer.
I did have her watch the trailer, and I did kind of explain some things. But which some people probably would say I spoiled some stuff for you, but also like
you didn't. I would not say I know at all what happens in the movie prior.
Right. So basically, as we know, no one knows Peter Parker, hence our little bit in the beginning. And this whole movie is about him dealing with that. Being Spider-Man all by himself.
Seeing
MJ, which I literally told Jake, I was like, if they don't end up back together, I'm actually going to, you will see the biggest crash out. I know they're married in real life, allegedly, but I will crash the fuck out. I love MJ. I love Peter Parker. I thought they were so cute, so nerdy, so, like, I don't know. And just like in the trailer, Punisher, hello. The scenes were so funny where he was like, "Shut up, Frank," or whatever.
Yeah.
So fucking funny. I'm so excited to see Punisher. Charlie Cox did say, "I'm not in the movie, but I could be lying," which is Daredevil, by the way.
Right.
Sorry. He better be in this fucking movie. Fuck off. Anyways, I would love to see Daredevil and Spider-Man next to each other. I think those are my two favorite, like, Marvel franchises. And if they collided.
Yes.
Jake's like, see, now you understand Avengers. And I'm like, well, Avengers, there's so much. Okay, at this point, I'm rage baiting, right? There's just so much fucking shit going on in Avengers. I'm not saying they're bad movies. By any means, they're good. But sometimes I just be looking at the screen. I'm like, oh my, you. There's so much shit going on. That I'm like, okay, period. So many characters that I have met through like 50 fucking movies. They're all together in one movie.
Right.
Anyways, I would love to see that with Spider-Man, Brand New Day. Now we are kind of getting that with Punisher being in it. Punisher is like in Daredevil. So excited about that. And then there's like the fact that he can shoot his own webs now, which sounds a little AO moment.
Which actually also I will say, so I watched the trailer. I didn't know much about what happened in the movie prior, but obviously it's not giving spoiler because this is literally what the trailer is trying to portray.
Right.
That's his body is changing. Something's happening. He's
mutating.
He's transitioning into a new stage to the point where he's transforming not only into like Spider-Man, but like a Spider-Man. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
people are
being able to, like you said, shoot his own webs, not through his suit, but literally through his body, which that is fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about that because, like, you know, we literally poke fun at that in the last movie, that like he has to produce his own webs, like,
which actually I do have a question. Have you seen every Spider-Man movie?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know. I thought that in the early Spider-Man movies, they made it where like that was a thing where he could shoot his own webs. That's what made him a superhero. And then kind of in the later movies, that's when they made it like a suit thing. Has it always been a suit thing, or was it at one point in the early movies where he was a superhero so he could shoot webs out of his fucking hand?
Tom Holland's Spider-Man has always been suit.
Okay.
There's 3 different Spider-Mans.
Right.
And they're different comics, whatever. With Tom Holland, they got a little creative that he couldn't produce his own web.
But like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's aren't like that.
Yes.
Okay. So then
I think 2 of them, they have to produce their own web. I think Andrew Garfield doesn't shoot webs. It's only Tobey.
Okay, maybe because that would make sense. He's like the first Spider-Man.
He's the OG.
They probably didn't think like that far ahead, because I'm sure they probably add in like the suit thing to maybe fill plot holes. I feel like
maybe because also like
you can't just what. Anyways,
yeah.
Regardless, that's cool. That.
Which I just wish you would watch these fucking movies. They're so fun.
I know, guys. Please, I read your guys' comments. I see the comments. Rachel, don't yell at me. I know. I see the comments. Everyone's telling me to get in. I will. I want.
It's hard because
I want to. I literally I'm telling you, I do not have time to do anything. I don't know what it is. Every weekend I have something going on. Literally even today, me and Brady were like, what the fuck? We had plans today to go on a specific outing that I'm not going to mention, but we went on a planned outing that we planned on like the 1st of March, okay, to do today. And it was going to be about like 45 minutes away from our house on a different side of the city that we live in. We left the house at like 11 because I told him, I was like, let's wake up, let's get ready, let's go, so that we're not there all day. So we go out and we're there doing our stuff. And Brady and I were like, oh, how fun would it be if while we're on this side of town, we go to the mall and grab some things. So I'm like, yeah, cool. I'm down. So we get out of our original plan at like 2:00. We go to the mall and we eat some lunch. We do a little bit of walk around and shopping. How the fuck? What do you mean I'm getting home at 6:00 now after I just left the house at 11? I'm getting home at 6 p.m., but now I have to leave again to film my podcast episode because I can't film tomorrow because I have a full day festival tomorrow.
Let me say, Jake has put me on. I've watched every single Marvel project. Some of them were skipped through, kind of, but I've seen everything. Mm-hmm. In the span, maybe a year and a half, because Jake introduced me to Marvel 3 months into our. You know how fucking great our 3-month anniversary is when we started our Marvel marathon.
Period.
And you can't just watch Spider-Man without all of the movies.
Yeah.
Because then it doesn't fucking make sense.
Right.
For the last movie, you have to watch all the Avenger movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then their movies.
Yeah. So like I'm going to watch them. I'm literally just waiting for a night when I'm home and I have time to watch a movie and I will start it. I will, but because also on weekdays, like I'm not gonna sit down and watch a movie, and then my weekends are just fucking jam-packed full of shit.
What I was gonna say is, because like Jake lived here, it made it a lot easier. I didn't have a fucking concept of a sleep schedule because of this fucking man. Oh my god, we would be up till 2 or 3 in the morning watching 1 or 2 Marvel movies every single night. bro, I would get off work at 10 p.m. and I would come over and watch a Marvel movie. I wouldn't get home till 2 or 3 in the morning. My dad's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No."
I can't do that.
No, I'm not.
I unfortunately have a job that I need to get to at a very specific time every day, and I can't do that. And then I just don't have time on the weekends because they're so busy, and all I want to do is relax if I have time to either go to bed and then sleep in or play Valorant. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
It's definitely a commitment.
But I will. I want to watch them. Like I said, I'm literally just waiting for there to be like a Saturday night when I come home and I literally don't have anything to do, that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch the first movie of the
Iron Man.
100 of them, you know? Yeah. But I literally just don't. I can't.
Start with Iron Man. That's number 1.
But I will say the new Spider-Man movie looks really, really good. I'm excited to eventually see what that's about.
She'll watch the movie in about 3 or 4 years.
So come back then, and I'll let you guys know.
It then.
I'll let you guys know how I feel.
I'm really excited about this movie.
Yeah.
I think. Oh my god.
I know. I really like that concept. I'm like kind of stuck on it. I really like the concept that he's like it's almost like he's going through puberty. Like he's morphing, he's going through a transition where he's becoming a different version of himself.
And it's scary because all his emotions are heightened.
Mm-hmm.
They talk in the trailer that he's vulnerable when he's changing stages of being a spider.
Right, so there's like scenes of him like not really doing that well, maybe in a fight that's going on. Like maybe his like reflexes are like a second slower. He's like slamming into things. But like, period. Like getting stronger, transitioning. Love that.
I would love. I just need to see Daredevil and Spider-Man. That's it.
That's all she wants.
That's all I want.
Okay, well, now we can move on to our hot take of this episode, and holy fuck.
Which I feel like there's so many to fucking choose from.
There's so many. Honestly,
fuck, I should have thought of one.
Hot take, because obviously it's supposed to give like unpopular opinion, right? Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say Frankie Paul doesn't deserve a platform for being an abuser, because that should be everybody's fucking opinion. But I think hot take.
I think my hot take is maybe celebrities get like one rain check day of paparazzi like a month.
Okay. I was gonna say hot take, you can voice your opinions if you don't enjoy being harassed by paparazzi.
I like how
as a celebrity.
Topic.
Yeah, I know, because I think this is a hot take. You can voice your opinions, and I will support you in as a fan trying not to harass you if I see you out in public. However, hot take, if you are a celebrity, you should know, and you should not take it out on other people, that people are going to want to take photos with you.
So be ready.
So just so if a fan, so like just smile and wave. I don't know. I
hit him with the
like I do agree with some of the part of the internet that's saying like if you want to be a celebrity, you know that this is a part of the job and you need to be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that you have to get pushed around by paparazzi.
Mm-hmm.
But you should know that paparazzi are gonna follow you. like
you're famous.
You're famous. Like it's gonna happen, and you should know that. Unfortunately, and if you're someone like Chappel Roan, who I don't know, it's kind of 50-50 because I kind of like how she stands up for herself, but then on the other side, I'm like, yeah. It is kind of a lot. Like she does it in a very aggressive way, but at the same time, it's like if you don't, then they don't listen. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hot take: if you want to become a celebrity, you should know that it comes with the territory. Being harassed by paparazzi, people wanting to take photos with you, it's gonna happen. I'm sorry. I will be a respectful fan, or I'll try to be, but like you should at least know that it's probably gonna happen. And you can't really get mad at anyone for it. Right. Paparazzi are just trying to do their job. and fans are just trying to
be fans
and get a picture with their idol.
And they're supporting you, bro. Also, just random side note, I think I've yawned at least 50 times this episode.
I think you yawn every episode.
That's what I was about to fucking say, because I scrolled over one of our episodes and it paused to me yawning. And then I think in another episode I was watching, I was yawning. I was like, God damn it.
She works hard, y'all. She works for like 50 hours a week. I'm not surprised. I have ADHD. 53. Like, I don't know. Like, actually, I have bad growing pains. So, okay. So, anyways.
Growing pains?
Yeah.
Still?
What do you mean?
Like, why are we talking about growing pains?
Because I have growing pains in my legs right
now.
Growing.
I thought growing pains stopped when you were like 13.
Oh, I don't know.
You just got leg pain.
I have had them my whole life. I have what pain?
I just said leg.
Oh. I mean, maybe, but like this kind of pain in my legs, I've always called them growing pains. I've had them for my whole life.
My growing pains have stopped. Those fucking hurt.
What?
Growing pains.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, I have them in both of my legs right now. Anyways.
You're still growing.
I guess. I actually did look it up one time, and it said that it's probably not good if you're like 24 and still have growing pains. You should probably go to the doctor, but my mom still gets them too, and so maybe I don't know.
Maybe it's like a genetic.
I think it's just a genetic thing.
Period.
Anyways.
Holy shit.
It made me choke. Okay. Pause.
Whoa. Yeah, I did.
Thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode. Make sure to leave us a comment down below. Let's see. What are your guys' thoughts on, one, celebrities and the way that they handle taking pictures with fans, getting pictures taken of them by paparazzi? Like, what is your guys' take on that? And two,
the woman herself.
Holy shit, she literally is on the wall.
She's right behind me, isn't she?
Yeah. She's listening to us.
Oh my God. Chappel.
She's going to yell at us. She's going to record us and scream at us.
Sorry, that was so fucking random. My brain is kind of going like, because it's so late.
I know.
So,
I know.
I'm sorry.
Let's go play Valorant. Let's get out of here and play Valorant. And two, your thoughts on Dakota and Taylor Frankie Paul, the whole domestic abuse situation. What are your thoughts on that? Like, leave them down below, and make sure to give a like to this video. Make sure to follow the Perfectly Polar podcast right now.
I see you. Same way Chappel sees you taking a picture of it. I see
you. Thank you so much. And then also make sure to follow AVRYAL. All of her stuff will be linked down below. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch.
You could follow me on Twitter. I haven't posted since 2021.
Bro, I don't think I've posted anything on Twitter, low-key.
I used to be like, going live.
All of my stuff is also linked down below. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok.
Follow her now.
Thank you so much. Also, follow the Perfectly Polar podcast on Instagram and TikTok also. So you guys can just see the fun stuff or whatever. We post new episodes every Friday at 6 a.m. EST. So thank you guys again so much for watching this episode. We hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Yay! My legs!